Speaking of existential crises, the Trans-Pacific Partnership is deciding whether to be or not to be. The largest trade deal in history between 12 countries whose GDP makes up 40% of the world's economy is being drafted without any input from Congress or the public. And only a couple of congressmen seem to even care. Bernie Sanders is so angry his last remaining hairs are trying to flee. You can see them. You can see them trying to flee. Joining us now is our trade analyst, Abby Feldman. Abby, how you doing? What's up?
Thank you for having me, Lee. Oh, sorry. This is important stuff, but if passed, the TPP would be the largest multinational trade alliance, and no one has even heard about it.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm totally jazzed, totally jazzed. The U.S. and leaders of 11 other countries have been meeting in secret to discuss TPP.
Abby, come on!
I got this. The TPP is being written by those who stand to gain the most profits. Big banks, the big media conglomerates, oil companies, pharmaceutical companies.
Abby, wake up. I will admit, you expressed the concept of a corporate coup de grace pretty well while sleeping. That was impressive. But what's wrong with you? What, late night knitting cat doilies or something?
They're not cat doilies, they're puppy placemats. And last night wasn't Saturday. So no, it's not that. It's just that TPP is so boring. Every time I start talking about the Trans-Pacific Partnership, I fall asleep.
It's not boring. TPP is a giant trade deal that will stomp out the last embers of our democracy. And maybe you need to get some fresh air.
Have you heard of TPP?
Even members of Congress didn't know about TPP until WikiLeaks leaked 2 of the chapters. Have you heard of TPP?
No.
Corporations will actually be able to take countries to court for protecting the best interest of their citizens. If a country wants to ban cigarettes or make the taxes really high on cigarettes, but it hurts Philip Morris's profits, then that could be illegal. It'll actually make it harder for countries to prevent companies from doing horrible things to the environment, like frack or pollute our rivers and water. The TPP tribunals will be made up of the lawyers of the corporations that helped draft the TPP in the first place. Maybe if I change the name to something more exciting. You down with Trans-PP? Yeah, you know me. Tra-pa-pa-pa. I love it when you call me Trans-Papa. Put your hands in the air. Do you mind if I talk to you today about a very important trade initiative called the Trans-Pacific Partnership?
Strange lap naps are the best lap naps.
What was that again?
I always say that. But it's like they want us to be bored out of our skulls every time TPP is mentioned so we don't pay attention while U.S. sovereignty is sold to the highest bidder because the TPP is naffed on steroids.